Howdy, welcome to Ausgrave Royalty. I am Justin. Welcome to another video. Another shamelessly indulgent video where you get to watch a random person talking to a microphone about the anime that they like. Who wouldn't love that? So, anime. Gotta clear this up first. Anime are not, it's not cartoons. There are little things that I hate more than that comparison. Maybe the only thing I dislike more than that is people who call baseball teams ball clubs. It's just really annoying. But anime. What a ride it's been. So, when did I first get into anime? I think... Yeah. So, I think my first one was Neon Genesis Evangelion when it was out in VHS tape. A friend recommended it to me and definitely enjoyed it. But anyone who's watched Eva knows that it probably isn't the best first anime to experience, to put it lightly. But I mentioned this in the video game video that I've done. There's something to be said for not understanding something. And when you don't understand what's going on, it tends to just bypass your brain and go right into your bones. Like the aesthetic, the tone, the general feeling gleaned from it. Since you don't have like an understanding about it, it sort of just washes over you and seeps into you. And that definitely happened with Ava. I didn't know, I still don't know really what happened. I'm talking about the original TV series, not the movies, nor the like weird reboot thing. But yeah, let me know in the comments what y'all thought about any fans of Ava out there. For those who don't know, it's on the surface, it's like a action mech anime. Giant robots battling monsters. But I will tell you that if any Ava fan ever heard it described like that, they would probably strangle you. And they would probably be right to do so. Yeah, it's like saying Ava being like a mech anime is like baseball being about wooden bats. Maybe there's something more to it than that. Just maybe. And I enjoy it to this day, although, you know, I've watched it through probably 5 or 6 times throughout my life, and I enjoy it all the time. I don't know, with each watch it does grate on my nerves a little bit more and more. And just the pacing and the editing, there's some weird bits, I mean, to put it lightly. I don't know. I mean, it's a fantastic anime. Everyone should watch it eventually. I mean, any anime fan worth their salt has at least watched it and encountered it, and you don't... Nobody is neutral about Ava. like you are gonna be impacted by it. So if you haven't seen Neon Genesis Evangelion, you gotta go check it out. Shortly after that, that opened me up to Slayers, the old fantasy comedy anime. I didn't care for it. I didn't find the humor was, I don't know, I didn't get it. I thought some of the fantasy settings were okay, and I didn't mind the animation. Just something about it bugged me, and I think it was the comedy, which is a huge part of it. So, let's see. Got to talk about Dragon Ball Z. I got into Dragon Ball Z around the Ginyu era, like the Frieza Ginyu Force setting timeline, and I loved it. At the time, I was like in an intermediate school, I think, and yeah, I dug it. Training in the hyperbolic time chamber, and the battles with the Ginyu Force, they were good, and I got to see on Cartoon Network. I recorded the episodes on VHS and watched the greatness of the first time, there was ever a Super Saiyan, that Goku goes Super Saiyan during the Frieza fight. That was an epic battle. I have great memories of it. That being said, I don't like the Shonen Jump stuff. I think that was my last Shonen Jump real interest, maybe. The whole if you're over 50 episodes, you're pushing it for me. Forget One Piece. I think I watched the first episode and I thought it was okay. I know anime, definitely gets better as it goes on. I understand that. But I can't get into that. What, 1 billion episodes in Bleach? I watched the first season. It's okay. I don't. Too little happens per episode, and oh man, I made a huge mistake watching. Oh, what is it called? Oh, I hated it so much. Yet I somehow watched all of it. It's the one where they're assassins and they're kids. And Killua. Hunter x Hunter. Oh my god. I made a huge mistake with my time watching that show. I can't tell you why. I think I had some hope for it, actually. And then the stupid ant thing. God. The Chimera thing or whatever. Ridiculous. Stupid. And what else did I not like lately? Oh, there was something else. Trying to remember. I don't like dwelling on things I didn't like. Oh, Black Clover. I watched way too much of that, and it had good bits here and there, but after a certain point, I'm just like, good lord, I can't do anymore. I don't know. It was I can't remember if Soul Eater was Shonen Jump. I don't think it was. Maybe it was. I don't know. But shows how much I prepare for these, huh? But I loved Soul Eater. That was actually humor I enjoyed. I did try rewatching it and found it a little harder to get into on the second go around, but I have great memories of that. I actually genuinely laughed out loud, and I liked the plot and felt like there was a real threat, and I liked the teamwork aspect of it. And just a quick note, isn't it funny how in anime there's not really like a loner in the end with the plot? Like as the plot builds, it's typically not revolving around a single character. It's always centered around a group of characters, like an alliance, you know? I find that so interesting because it's like the opposite of like Dirty Harry or No Name from like Fistful of Dollars and Good, Bad, and the Ugly, you know? They're very like singular, epic characters in the West, but in the East, you have an epic cast of characters, I guess maybe it's like a cultural difference, but I think we could learn like, you know, I think there's a life lesson that you can do more when you're not isolated, you know? And it reminds me of something in ancient Greece. They frowned on the hermit. Like the idea of a hermit or a loner was not a good connotation. It was like a dirty bum kind of connotation. Like, get away from me, you disgust me. Because I think the way, I don't know for sure, but I think it was because, you know, man is a social creature, and ancient Greece was very like politically active. You had to be active in the community, and that was seen as like being a good citizen, you know? So if you were away from the community, thus not contributing, thus not participating, you're worthless. Get away from, you know, you're not one of us, basically. And it's not, I can imagine like the modern American mentality is like, oh, I'm independent. That wouldn't fly. No, you know, you're an idiot. That's what the ancient Greeks would say. You're an idiot. You are not independent. So I think like there, you know, in life, you know, they like even when you're trying to get a job, you know, what's one of the best ways to get a job? It's to network, to know people, to have a team of people. Like you can, if you get some bad luck, you can lean on your network and they'll come through. If you maybe want to meet women, like maybe the best way is to like ask people you already know. You know, I think they call that like in the manosphere like network game or something. But yeah, and it used to be like that, I think, with like the local matchmaker and stuff like that. It's all gone now, but yeah, you can do more if you have a network. Like forget all this lone independent nobility. I think that's a good lesson from anime. And yeah, back to anime. Of course, you gotta. I mean, my favorite anime of all time is Cowboy Bebop. I mean, there's nothing I could say about Cowboy Bebop that hasn't already been said in terms of its greatness. I would say my favorite episode would be the Pierre Le Fou, like the noir action with like, and the most dangerous villain Spike encounters, and he felt like real fear, just like getting the shakes after getting the crap kicked out of him at the beginning. Like you rarely see that. Like I got the impression he was literally prepared to die going to face him. You know, that's a good villain. And I just, you know, I have I'm going to do one of these wildcard videos on movies. And one thing that, like, my number, I don't know, maybe number one criteria is there a good villain? Because without a good villain, you can't have a good hero. for the most part. It's hard to think of something I've enjoyed where the villain sucked. And yeah, Vicious in the anime series, not the live action Vicious. I'll leave that for later. But yeah, the beautiful episode 5 of the battle in the church and the duel and all of that. It's anime legend. I mean, maybe the best anime episode ever of anything. Episode 5 of Cowboy Bebop. I also liked the one about the immortal kid. I think like something about I think Devil was in the title of that episode. I forgot what it was. I'm such a bad Cowboy Bebop fan, aren't I? But yeah, I mean, this is picking like the best episodes out of all the episodes, which are amazing. And I also like the one with the girl who did feng shui. That was a fun episode. So many good ones. Yeah, and Samurai Champloo, of course, fantastic. Although Bebop was superior to Champloo for me. Champloo was a bit too free flowy. I wish there was more. Like, crank up the action 10% and lower the vibe and the slice of life down 10%, and I think that would have been the better way to go. The action was just incredible in Samurai Champloo, though, when they did actually fight someone intense. And in the later episodes, it definitely ramps up, which is great. Randomly, because I just thought of it, Kino's Journey. I've mentioned in other videos I have a degree in philosophy, and I'm not saying that out of any authority. I'm just saying philosophy is my great love. And Kino's Journey is the love child of philosophy and anime. If they had a baby, it'd be Kino's Journey. Every episode is incredible. I particularly love the one where she visits that nation that participates with the other nation, and then instead of attacking each other, they see who can butcher the most of a local tribe, like a local primitive tribe, and then they let them rebreed after a few generations, and they mow them down again. That sounds really dark, right? Yeah, it's because it is dark, and it's, yeah, I really like that one. Really good thought experiments. Have you ever y'all seen that Love, Death, and Robots series? Really good series. But it kind of reminds me of that. It's highly episodic, and each episode in Kino's Journey is it explores like a different philosophical question, And somehow it had incredible action when it did have action. Like that arena episode with the swordsman. That was insane. Samurai 7, great anime. Kyuzo, that's my guy right there. Kyuzo. All the Miyazaki films, of course. They're all fantastic, all legendary, of course. Princess Mononoke is my favorite. Actually, it's my favorite by far. The rest are charming. I mean, they're legendary. This is within the 10 out of 10 legendary category. But yeah, Mononoke is high first in that. Maybe Castle in the Sky would be second. By the way, that reminds me of Lupin the Third. I only recently discovered Lupin the Third, and I'm like, oh my god, this is Cowboy Bebop, the OG Cowboy Bebop. Cowboy Bebop is a fucking ripoff. That was so disappointing. It's heavily inspired by Lupin the Third. It must be. What, the main character is a syndicate affiliated dude I wonder, is that in Cowboy Bebop? Yes. I couldn't believe it. I'm a little late to the party, I confess, but yeah, that was it took away like points of the originality of Cowboy Bebop. I thought it just came out of nowhere. But no, I mean everything's inspired by everything, I guess, which is fine. Just puts it in. It was just a shocking readjustment of perspective, being that Bebop was in such a high regard for me. Um, what else? The Gundam universe, of course. Gundam Wing, by far the best for me. The rest, even though the animation is getting way better, and the action choreography isn't scaling as well. I guess it's getting slightly better. Um, if if Gundam Wing had unicorns animation, it would be the most incredible anime of all time. Easy. Um, I do like the new like the Gundam narrative and Bandit Flower and Thunderbolt movies. Those are decent. Hathaway was great. Um, Unicorn, oh my god. Just it's it's like, will all the characters please shut your mouth? And can you please just fight each other in Gundams? Y'all are all so annoying. It had the most annoying cast of characters, but the most incredible action and animation. Weird dichotomy. I would almost rather watch it muted and just read the subtitles. Other ones I liked. I like Grimgar. It's my favorite isekai. So I think Sword Art Online is ridiculously overrated. And Gun Gale and all that. Scrapped Princess. It's kind of a below the radar one. I enjoyed that. I thought it was decent. I really liked Claymore. That was a decent one. Great villains. Berserk. Not this weird bullshit CGI Berserk, but the OG Berserk. It's incredible. What else? Yes, I mentioned Soul Eater. Soul Hunter is good too. Kind of an older one, but still good. That's one that had a ton of episodes, but was still really decent. I enjoyed Basilisk. It was okay. Romeo and Juliet meets Ninja Scroll. Ninja Scroll is excellent. Ninja Resurrection, not as much, but really weird, but really cool. Sword of the Stranger, amazing. I loved Gasaraki, the mech anime, but I wish they would have done more with the combination of occult and mech fighting. They had a great angle, and then it got too political and too talky. I wish the occult would have been more involved, like that summoning stuff. That was cool. Heroic Age. That came out of nowhere. That's a really good one. Just very original, like very strange plot, really good action, and the scale is ridiculous. Gurren Lagann was good. It was kind of hard to watch. Some powerful moments in there, but definitely great. Let me think. Erased was incredible. Let's see. There was one. I forgot what it was called, but it was like it was like a anime in the Prohibition era. That was really decent. Better Man was decent. The original Hellsing. I couldn't get into the Brotherhood for some reason. And Full Metal Alchemist. Like, I liked the original Full Metal Alchemist, but everyone like looks at that and it's like, ugh, you like the original, not Brotherhood? I mean, maybe it's a manga thing. I heard through the grapevine. Maybe like Brotherhood's more like devoted to the manga. Maybe I don't know. I just like the original. I couldn't get into Brotherhood. And same with Hellsing. Like why Hellsing Ultimate? I like the original Hellsing. Why don't ruin what's not broken? You know. Decadence. It's a kind of a newer one. Really like that. Dimension W, kind of a weird unknown one as well, but surprisingly great. BNA, fantastic. I love the theme song too. Demon Slayer, it's great, but I think it's overstaying its welcome. I just it's hard to watch because I don't want to see it like overstay its welcome and become shitty. That's what happened, in my opinion, with My Hero Academia. It's just a little too much. And yeah. What else? Trigun, of course, is legendary. Seen that. Vinland Saga. Whew. Beautiful. Beautiful. If you like The Northman, the movie, which is one of my favorite movies, you'll love Vinland Saga. As a matter of fact, I thought, having seen Vinland Saga, I thought that The Northman was going to be a live-action Vinland Saga. Let's see. I am forgetting so many. But let me think. Yeah. I think it was called like Astra Lost in Space. It's kind of a newer one. Really enjoyed that. I enjoyed Spriggan, the movie, and the new series on Netflix. It's very I think the term is hot garbage. It's like turn off your brain. You want really good animated action, and you're not concerned about a deep plot or great characters or anything like that, and you just want to watch some incredible anime action. Spriggan is what you're looking for. The Big O, I enjoyed that. Yeah, I mentioned Gurren Lagann, right? Yeah, I mentioned that. That was a good one. Yeah, I'm looking forward to the new Gundam series. That's like my number one want. Oh, Rising of the Shield Hero. I like the first season, but again, I think it's overstaying its welcome. I started watching the second season. I'm like, we're fighting a giant turtle now? Please, no. What I really want is another Grimgar season. That's how you do isekai. I'm looking forward to this Chainsaw Man. Oh, yeah. Real quick, I got 1 minute left. I'm glad I remember these. God of High School was great. It got a little nuts at the end, but I still enjoyed it. Good, interesting cast. It was fun, actiony. But Tower of God. Oh my lord. That bitch, Rachel. Oh my god. That is some cold shit. Oh my god, Rachel. You bitch. You absolute bitch. Oh my god. I recently rewatched it. Fantastic. Anyway, I'm out of time. My camera's dying. This was definitely 100% 10 out of 10 shamelessly indulgent. Let me know in the comments below what you like. Yeah, have a good one, y'all. Bye-bye.